What's up, guys? This is IFBB Pro Cody Montgomery coming at you guys with another episode 3. This one I'm going to cover the sacrifice and go over some of the sacrifices that I've made in my personal journey, and some of the sacrifices you have to make in general for any kind of goal, but in particular in bodybuilding and fitness. So as you guys are watching, we did some back training today with a little bit of biceps. And nothing too crazy. I'm just getting back into the swing of things and training out here in St. Pete, since it's a little bit closer to my house. The next video will be at MI40, and we'll show you guys that gym, get you guys in there. But so, I really wanted to touch on a few things today, as far as a lot of, as most of you guys are aware, most of you guys probably compete or work out or do some kind of thing to you have goals, and you have short-term and long-term missions or goals, and you see or you've seen the kind of sacrifice you have to make, and everything that you do has different levels of sacrifice. I've been bodybuilding since I was 15, and the amount of sacrifice that I had to make when I was a 15-year-old, compared to now at 23, they're very different. Not necessarily that I had to sacrifice less back then. It's just that the sacrifice is different now. As all you guys know, obviously you have to sacrifice a lot of time to become very good at whatever you're doing. But bodybuilding is very time consuming. So I've sacrificed so much time. I wouldn't take back 1 second of it, because I'm loving every second of it. But I've really sacrificed on a lot of things in life. For instance, this is kind of might hit home for a few of you guys out there. I've never been to a high school dance. I never went to prom, or as we had something called morph at my school as well, which was prom backwards, and that was the girls asked the guys out. I never went to any of those dances. It wasn't that I didn't get asked, but it was simply I was focused, man. Every year when those dances and stuff would come around, I was getting ready for teen nationals. Of course in 2012, and then 2013, it was like I got to do teen nationals again, so it was like missing out on that. And then of course my senior year rolled around, and I told myself I was going to do it, and I was getting prepared for my three-peat, and there's I was so focused that I didn't even think about it. And now looking back, of course I'm preaching balance, and I'm preaching to have other things going on in your life, rather than just one thing and putting all your eggs in one basket. But I look back, and not that I live in regret, but I see that I probably could have made some things work, and live a little bit more within it. But the sacrifices, like I said, I would never take any of them back, and I'm continuing to sacrifice today, just like I did back then. It's just, that's the kind of dedication this sport takes. It's not for the weak of heart, and as everybody has heard, there's a lot of videos out there, and a lot of people have said it, that bodybuilding is the hardest sport in the world, just because it's 24 hours a day. It's not a 10-hour job. It's not a I'm going to clock in at 6 and leave at 12. It's everything you do all day matters, down to the grain of rice that you eat, or ounce of water that you drink. Every little thing contributes to your look, contributes to your recovery, and that's why I think it's such a complex and really sacrifice driven sport, just because it is so much out there. And not that society is against us, but we definitely have to go against the norm, in our daily life, compared to what everyone else is doing. Because you're getting ready for a show. It's not you can just go out to eat each night and go spend quality time with your family, or go hang out with your friends, and of course you can make those things work, but at the same time you haven't focused on so much other stuff that's kind of taken away. And especially somebody like me, I'm very I'm trying to find the right word. I get very motivated, I get very focused, and I get tunnel driven. It's like a tunnel vision, and I only see one thing, and that's the end of the tunnel. And it's it's a blessing and it's also a curse, because I can focus in on the goal so much, but it sacrifices so much other things in my life. It makes other aspects of my life so much more difficult, but it makes that getting to that goal much easier, because I am able to focus. I am able to, you know, pinpoint. You know, it's like looking at a haystack and being able to pull one little needle out of it, you know, without even searching through it. You just know exactly where it is. It's you know, it's like I said, it's a blessing that I've been, you know, able to become very successful at what I'm doing, but it's also a curse. You know, you can ask anybody around me. You know, when I'm focused, when I'm driven, I'm an asshole. I'm not, you know, friendly to be around, and you know, it's been an issue that I've had to cope with and that I've had to deal with. You know, certain people have come and gone in my life because of it. And like I said, I've been doing this shit since I was 15, and I can't tell you how many friendships, relationships, and even family that has, you know, there's been issues that have come up, or people that have been totally cut out, simply because I'm sacrificing and I'm, you know, dedicating myself so much to this that I don't see the other things that I'm negatively impacting on others, which, you know, now I see a little bit differently, because obviously I have a son now. But even now, you know, like I said, it's a curse. You know, I still, you can ask people, I'm sure that people would still see it a different way, but that's just how I'm bred, and that's how, you know, that's how I've managed to become successful at doing this. And, you know, for those out there that are looking to get into bodybuilding or already in bodybuilding, you know, if you're not ready to be dedicated 110% of your life, if you're not ready to, you know, really sacrifice life experiences and your quality of life, as far as, you know, you're a clock. You are literally a machine 24 hours a day, and if you're not ready for that, then this ain't the sport for you, and it's not for the faint of heart. So, you know, I think the most challenging thing and the most sacrificing thing to me is the fact that it's all about being consistent. It's not about just being, okay, I'm gonna be focused, really focused on Monday and Tuesday this week, and, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, you know, I'll go to the lake, I'll go hang out, you know, my son, or, you know, go to the mall, hang out. You can't really do that kind of shit. You gotta really be in it 24 hours a day, all the time, to be at your best. And it's really hard to really see the negative impacts coming from that, but also it's really hard to see it any other way, as far as if you're bred like that. So, you know, I mean, I'm sure that I'm talking to a few of you guys out there that are like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And then I'm talking to, you know, a lot of you guys out there, probably a lot of you guys watching this video, hopefully, because I feel like bodybuilders are the most obsessive, dedicated, driven people in the world. You know, you guys are probably like, this guy's hitting it right on the head. You know, so sacrifice is just part of it. It's never gonna, you know, go away. You know, as I'm learning, and, you know, as you try to have balance, you know, you start sacrificing the quality of your training, or, you know, your recovery, because you're not sleeping 12 hours a day. You know, all this different stuff. So it's like it's like this fine line of, you know, how much is sacrificing too much anything is always bad, they say. So I've definitely been bad in the past, and I'm going to try to be better, but I'm bred a certain way, and that's the way to become a champion in my mind. So I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, a little insight on sacrifices, and a little bit of a story from back in my high school days at McKinney High School. Got to shout them out. They're in McKinney, Texas. You know, funny. It's crazy how fast the years have gone by, but I definitely have been sacrificing since the beginning, and it continues. So until next video, guys, I really appreciate everyone tuning in, all the positive support, you know, as I enter this new chapter in my life, in my career, and you know, I'm really getting excited for this year, so keep following along, and until next time, God bless and peace.